Hello, Julisa here. Let's try this again. I'm not sure what is going on, but okay, here we go. Send request three, but going your way. Hey!
I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. So, guys, it's Tarifa, it's Tarifa and Julisa. We're the Mindset Wellness Coffee Chat where we come together almost every Wednesday. Tarifa's from Hawaii, and I am from Massachusetts. And we're coming live today to talk about mental wellness because it's Mental Wellness Awareness Month, and a lot of people are dealing with a lot of mental health issues, either depression, suicide, so forth. And we wanted to bring light to this because the mind is what controls the body and what creates our results. But there's so much more that to say about it. In addition, if you look up above in the bio, I posted a suicide hotline. So if you or you know of anybody that has attempted suicide or has talked about it, you can refer them to that suicide hotline, and someone will reach out to them or contact them. Or that's the same thing. My bad. But anyways, Tarifa, how are you today?
Good, beside the glitches we had.
It is what it is.
There's always something, right? And here I am, this beautiful nature. I'm so glad and blessed to be here because I chose to wake up and, bring some joy to my life this morning. As much as I have lots going on in my life within, transition that I'm going through. But I'm just so happy to be here and connected with you. And definitely, this subject is something that I think there's so many of us that go through in life. And regardless of male, female, child, adults, we all have this anxiety,
Mm.
depression, you name it. But the thing is, most importantly, to know is that it is, you're not alone.
No,
You're not alone.
you're not.
And a lot of times I know myself that at that point, I think I was all alone and I didn't feel that I want to talk to somebody and I was ashamed and a lot of things that happened in my life. So, uh, yeah, so that's kind of my take on uh, how it all started and it becomes a stigma. People kind of label it and you feel withdrawn, you don't want to talk about it. uh, I myself, like you, Julisa, had many hurdles in life and we go through, excuse me, those moments where it wasn't that pleasant. And we kind of drive ourselves to this state of mind that it's pretty dark at times, right? And we can get out of it. So that's what we want to talk about today.
Yeah, we definitely want to talk about this, especially with like in addition to so many people dealing with someone that they know who committed suicide, they've also felt it. And I was a person who dealt with depression for years, struggled with it, and attempted suicide a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I, and it's not, it's, I don't want to cry, but regardless, it's, we all can get through it. We all can get through it. And prior to this call, I was looking up online and it really struck me the amount of people that have committed suicide. And recently this year, I believe at the age of 76, Naomi Judd, the singer,
Mm-hmm.
struggled with depression, struggled with so much, and she ended her life. She ended her life. And I was looking up someone else who is famous. I'm gonna just grab this because I have to share this. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's and there are so many people that deal with struggles and obstacles. And if you are a person dealing with it and don't know how to focus or deal with these emotions that you're going through, reach out to someone. Reach out to a therapist, a doctor, a friend, and reach out to someone who's going to help you to shift your mindset, to create the happiness coming from within. And a lot of people, it could be something that they're dealing with, their environment. Their environment could mess with them. Just like I came across in 2021, this gentleman named Wayne Kent Taylor, an American businessman, he died by suicide to escape the chronic pain related to his past COVID-19 symptoms. What? Just because of what he was going through, he felt like he couldn't deal with it. Imagine you don't know who is struggling in your life. The person sitting by you could be struggling with depression, suicidal thoughts, and a relationship that is not fueling them, or something else that happened to them in the past. And I want you to know you are not alone. You are not alone in this world. You have people that you can talk to. There's so many things. Like I posted up above, I posted questions of there are so many. What do you do when you are feel at low vibration, when you're not feeling good when you wake up? Are you implementing certain tools? Are you implementing certain things that raises your vibration? Comment in the link, comment below if you have dealt with depression. Comment if you feel called to do so. Comment if you've attempted suicide like I have. Comment below if you are struggling right now. And if we can help you in some way, because what has helped me is not only talking to somebody, loving myself, but also the mindset training that Tarifa and I have done has helped us to rewire. Because when I'm feeling low, I incorporate things that raise my vibration. So, Tarifa, go right ahead, sweetie, as I keep talking.
No, that's great. I think for the most part, people have this uh, belief that, people can be like you were saying, the celebrity that just passed, what's her name, Judd? Um,
Naomi Judd.
Naomi.
Is
I
it
love
Naomi? Yeah,
Naomi
Naomi
Judd.
Judd.
Yeah. And it could be someone, you see they're happy and their image, on the up front, you don't know what's going on through their life. But the one thing is, it's all about awareness and understanding, because everything is labeled as, disease, illness. What it comes down to is not understanding, not being aware. And this is all not taught in school, how the mind works, because thoughts are the language of your brain and the feelings are language of your body. So that's things that you can learn and understand, this how the mind works. And our thoughts are like magnet, right? So if you don't have that awareness, you're going to attract whatever you impress, into your subconscious mind. And then you're not expressing, you're suppressing deeper and deeper over years. It gets to become depression, because the body is so imbalanced, right? And with the body and the mind connection. So these things are very serious as it goes further. If you don't recognize it, you have to really be aware. So the thing, how do you get there, is like Julisa say, is talk to someone, share your feelings, whoever you feel comfortable, whether it's your family, your friends, even for the slightest thing. We all go through life, we get all overwhelmed, we get so tight, some things happen in our life in that instant, and then it can spiral down. So if you have a accountability partner in business, you have a good friend, a team, talk to someone. And a couple of things that I do when I get really wound up is that I love, and I think Julissa, you do too, is exercising, getting
Mm.
out there. Exercising gives you the endorphins, right? and it
Yep.
creates the endorphins, and it gives you this, the chemicals change in your brain. It gives you a sense of relief. It just releasing all that toxin, right, when the endorphin kicks in. And vitamin D is great. Be out in the sun, because you really need that. Great for
Being out in
depression.
nature. Yes.
Yeah. Read a book, something to uplift you. It doesn't have to be something serious or whatever. Something that uplifts you. Eating healthy.
Laughing.
Yes,
Laughing.
laughing.
Just laugh. Just make yourself laugh. Just laughing will inspire others to laugh and raise your vibration. We should bring Allison on.
Allison, yeah, the yoga laugh girl. And a lot of people that goes through depression, they think, or things that they're going through, and they go into drinking, like having a drink and stuff like that. And it's nothing
I've
wrong
done
with
that.
having a drink. I've done that in the past, and where it doesn't really feed the needs, for the mind,
Mm-mm.
because
It
what it does,
depresses you even more. Sorry.
yeah, exactly. And eating healthy is huge. Eating healthy, because your nutrients is what's important. Having a lot of sweet sugar and junk food is only gonna, you know, just escalate your inflammations and all these things. It's just not gonna get better. So if you are that person that is going through all this stuff, talk to someone. Don't be, isolating yourself, because this is something that can become very serious if you don't release it.
Yes, it can. And a lot of people are unaware. And becoming aware of your own thoughts, your feelings, and actions can help you, especially your thoughts and feelings. And I admit, even though I learned to love myself, I have felt sadness and some depression. But thankfully, I'm more aware of what to implement and how to raise my vibration and what to do. Like
Hmm.
you said, vitamin D, being out in nature,
Yeah,
exercising, get those endorphins going, dancing. There are times
yeah.
I just will dance anywhere and just go crazy dancing because I know it makes me feel better. And like you said, journaling right
Hmm.
in your thoughts, right in gratitude, waking up with gratitude, saying the things you're
Hmm.
grateful for instead of looking at the negative things. What are you grateful for? If you're always concentrating on what you don't have or all the negative things, that's what you're going to attract more. So implementing positive things that in your life. If you have 2 weeks, 2 feet to stand on, you have your phalanges, your fingers, you have your arms, you have your five senses. You have a lot more than some people do. Appreciate what you have now. If you have a roof over your head, a bed to sleep in, there are people that are sleeping outside. And I look at that when I start feeling a little sad and I implement certain things. And I admit I used to go to drinking because I that's where I went to because I
Mm.
thought, okay, that's going to make me feel better. And it really
And,
doesn't.
and and most of the time you feel even worse, right?
Yeah.
Because I know, I have to really share this story quickly here. I had a very good teammate I believe last year, during the
Yeah.
pandemic. I think that we've seen it this last few years with the pandemic. Everybody isolating. You see a lot of suicide happens around the world, which is sad, because for the most part, people doesn't really understand how, to really work on the mind. And what happened is they feel they're alone, and you all shut down, wearing the mask, having isolation and distance from family, you name it. I have a teammate who actually, she is so beautiful, 30 years, 32 maybe, beautiful kids, teenage. I was talking to her a week before she take her life away. I was doing a Facebook live with her, And she was great. She was doing fine. She was vibrant. She does talk to me in, a year before that, but see, nobody really knew what she went through. I mean, she did kind of gives all that red flags, some signs like a year ago, and I thought she was fine. But you never know. So it is so important. If you feel like you're alone, never feel alone. Go make a call, talk to someone, and definitely you can change your situation because you have the choice. Always think of the opposite, like Julisa is saying. If you feel like things are not going your way, you're the victim, or you don't have this, you don't have that, everything is going wrong. Well, think of somebody else who doesn't have even what you have, right? To me, like, I'm alive. Like, I have a lot to give instead of, to give up, because I get a chance to wake up. I get a chance to create. I get a chance to live. Some people don't. So what am I doing? And that's the thing I think we tends to forget, because we're very programmed a certain way that we're always thinking of what had happened to us instead what we want to happen to us,
Yes, you said
right?
it, Tarifa.
Think of the, like Dr. Joe Dispenza say, I remember saying, it is not about the known, it's about the unknown, right? If you want to, if you already know what's been going on in your life, what is the unknown? What is the one that you want? Which is, then you focus on that unknown, not the one you already know. You keep thinking about all the stuff that's not working, all the stuff that making you depressed and sad. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're focusing on what had happened and you're focusing on the negative, that's what you're going to attract. Try to think of the opposite. Try to think of the blessings in your life right now. I was
Mm.
talking to a client, and he's the gentleman is always depressed, and he doesn't know how to get out of it. And I've given him certain tools to implement, but he's not doing it. He's not doing things that is going to help him to grow and get him out of it. He's constantly thinking about the negative, like I was for so long. And imagine if I didn't do the tools that people told me to move forward, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. It's about becoming aware, doing the things that cause you to raise that vibration, because you control your mind. No one
Hmm.
controls it for you. You
Right.
control your thoughts, the thoughts that you think every single day. Every single day.
Yeah.
You choose it. The environment is what has controlled us for so long, and our upbringing and things that have happened to us, because for years I kept thinking about what had happened to me. What
What did I do wrong?
Yeah, I
Why
blamed
why is
myself,
this happening to me?
right?
Right. And I think too, it is important because I know I've been through those moments where I feel you know, victimized by the environment. But here's the thing also, a lot of times we get through that state of being, and then we feel the way we're feeling and we feel like we're stuck. Here's the one thing, the environment is important where you're at. Change the environment. If you're with circle of people that are not, you know, uplifting you, or not, then you need to find the resource. Where can you go? Who can you talk to? Who can you just, just go out and, even go to like a coffee shop, you see it anywhere. I used to go to Starbucks, right, just to read a book or something, just to get out of the cubicle, box, apartment, wherever you're at. That is so, I don't see sunshine. I need to get out. The more you stay with, in this environment that you're in that keeps you thinking, then it's not going to help. So change the environment.
It's so important. I love that you say that, because a lot of times people are unaware of their actions. So they may be saying stuff to you that is really lowering your vibration and putting you down. And if they do, I would suggest not retaliating, but saying that's interesting.
Mm,
And like Bob Proctor used to say, that's interesting, and change the subject. But realize that you are amazing. We are all extraordinary human beings. We are spirits living in this body. We are here for a reason, for a purpose. And us talking right now, this we were meant to talk about this. We were
mhm.
meant to share this. We have been through our struggles and obstacles, but we have chosen the choice to not allow our past to define us. We get to move forward and not, our life is not perfect, but we get to live. We get to wake up with gratitude every single day. I know I do. And I know Tharifah does too. So,
Yeah. No, it's huge. Gratitude is a game changer. If you are not thankful for, the little things, because when you have gratitude, you actually, there's a chemical thing happening in your brain, and it is a beautiful thing. Once you start to practice that, I mean, most of the time we are thankful when something big happens, like we win the lottery, or we get married, or we found that boyfriend, or we've got this new job, and you should be thankful every day. Every day it makes a
yes,
difference. It makes a difference. Start
it
your
does
day
definitely
with,
make,
yeah.
yeah, like you said, it definitely makes a big difference. If you write down what you're grateful for, if you wake up and be excited that today is going to be an amazing day, put out that energy that today is going to be amazing. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be wonderful. You get to
Yeah.
choose that. And if you don't journal, I journal what I'm grateful for. You actually can just say it out loud, right? Five or say 5 or 10 things that you're grateful for, because it's gonna cause a reaction. It's gonna make you feel better. Like I'm grateful for Tarifa, my beautiful friend that I've known for a year and a half, 2 years now.
Yeah, I know. The time goes by fast, a year and a half. And I'm grateful for you. And I think what you said is so important, because I know when you write things down, you can, it paint a picture, right? You paint a picture, because we are a creature of image, right? We see image. And when you write things down, write what you envision, what you see yourself as,
Yes.
not what you are, what you want to be. Just think, if I'm feeling in low energy and maybe overweight, like think about, like, who, I'm that sexy girl, like whatever it is comes to mind that you want to be, paint that picture and just put that in your
Mm.
mind. And then, see that you're there. See, I did that when I was 39, 40 years, 13, 40. I said, I want to be 39 for the rest of my life. And every day I wake up, I feel 39. I'm 63. and I always feel like I'm always 39. So whatever it is, yes, we go through those challenges. Julissa said, just, think happy. It's not difficult. It is, if you don't practice it, right? But if you start doing baby steps, you'll get that habit. Every creature of habits. The more you do, the better you get. So the more good things and positive thoughts you put in your mind, the more you're gonna feel that energy comes to life.
I love that you say that, Teresa, because that's so, so important. And that energy, talking about energy, we're all energy. Everything, energy is all around us. And it's about feeling good. And if you're not feeling good, implement tools in order to raise that vibration. Um, and if you are not feeling stuck in your life and feeling suicidal, again, I posted the suicidal link up above. Feel free to write that number down. Keep it in your phone. Share it with others. Be kind to people. Everyone you come in contact with, be kind to them. And like Tarifa said, and it's almost like the Stella Adler, the Athos technique.
Okay.
Act as if, envision what you desire, envision what you want. Don't envision your sadness, your depression. Don't envision what you've been through. Because if I constantly thought about being molested or raped and going back to that, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. I wouldn't be in this spot where I do feel good. Sometimes I do still feel sad, but I'm more aware of it and more aware
Mm.
that I get to switch that. And I'm going to be always transparent because I'm not always this happy go lucky person that feels, oh yeah, I'm doing great every single day, because it's most people don't. But we get to shift how we think.
Mm. Yeah. And I think one thing last I want to say, just imagine, like, because we are energy, we are this electricity. We're like electricity, right? Think of electricity,
Woo!
right? Now, if you think of a fire, because we are just energy burning through and through us. Now, think about it. What happens if that fire is dimming? So that's your depression,
Mm.
right? So what happens? You got to ignite it. How do you ignite it? I think, do you really want to shut down the fire? Because you can't function if you keep, isolating. You keep keeping it, you have to express. If you suppress, if you keep, pulling yourself away, just deal with it, face it, say it, yes, and then release it. And then get
Mm.
all the help you can get. And that's when you feel, you know, the difference. And, it's a baby step, but you got to do it. Got to do the work.
Yeah, it's no one can do the work for you.
And the
They can.
medication, taking, sorry, but taking, this pill and that pill, uh, that usually gets to another level of topic, and you don't
And
want to go there.
well, this I don't. I feel that there's no. If you are very depressed, I don't feel there isn't a problem with taking a medication that the doctors provide for you in order to help you shift that depression, shift that thought process, because sometimes it could be a chemical imbalance in the brain. But also see yourself feeling better when you take the medication. But then again, there's other tools to help you.
It's always the roots. Where is that depression comes from? So I think that's what I'm always so thankful for the lessons that we've learned. Uh,
Yep.
Working with the mind is that the root cause of everything is it stems from where it came from, right? And when you are aware of understanding the contrast, why this feeling is coming on, just like when you feel like, okay, let's say I'm overweight for why am I overweight? Now, if I take this magic pills or if I take this diet, but what is causing me to get from here to there? Like what's the roots, right? So finding that, I think, really makes some clear picture, and then really gets you the help or find the resources that fits you best. And of course, like, if you are in a state of place where you really need some help with the doctors, oh, of course you need to talk to a professional, because
Yes.
myself, I'm not a professional. I'm going through my habits, through my experience of life, where I pivot and using the tools that I've has been helping me, and that's what I'm sharing. Because everybody has their story, everybody learned through different you know phase in their life, and whatever works for you. The important thing is look out and find that resource and go and work on it, right?
And especially, I love how you say get to the root cause, because a lot of it is our paradigms. And a paradigm is simply a set of programs stored in our subconscious mind that controls all of our habitual behaviors and creates our results. And with us, a lot has to do with our upbringing, things that we probably repressed that we're unaware of, that is causing us to feel the way we're feeling. And it's about healing and releasing. Do you know how powerful it is when I meditate sometimes that
Mm-hmm.
I release that
Yeah.
negative energy, I release the blockages from my past, things that are holding me back. And in regards to mental health, we have the capability every single day to create our own life, to feel better, to look better, to think better. And yes, like Teresa said, there's no magic pill for losing weight, for doing this, for doing that. But if the mind is not in alignment with where you want to be, there are like I mentioned, there's nothing. I'm not a doctor, but I feel there's nothing wrong with taking something that's going to help you, especially if you're suicidal.
Mm.
But also consult with a doctor. But in addition to that, do things that raise your vibration. Start getting to the root cause, like Tarifa said, what we've been studying, which has helped me immensely, has helped Tarifa. The mindset is what controls our body. Imagine feeling good every single day and also switching that sadness of how you're feeling to create that euphoric feeling within so you can spread this love to everybody.
The mind and the body is connected. So if the mind is thinking one thing and the body is conditioned to do another thing because of your subconscious mind, obviously, like Julisa is saying, the creature of habits, where we just wake up and we just follow through with our subconscious mind, that creates a behavior, which is multitude of habits that has been since day one, since you were a little
Yes.
baby. So yeah, but you can learn that, and for you to get into that place is obviously, you need to find a mentor, you need to find a coach, you need to find a program that can help you. It helped me, it helped many of us in our community, and we've seen people different age, different gender, to see their life, to see their light coming out, where their story is kind of heartfelt, and we are there and we support each other. So if any one of you listening, we definitely are here for you. We can get you into the program. When I say program, it sounds like, whoa, what program? I tell you, a program to be having this joy and abundance, to really know who the hell you are and who the hell you're supposed to be. Not somebody else tells you what you are not and what you're supposed to be. So you have a choice right here, right now. Now you got to make the decisions. Are you ready to make a change in your life and see transformation? So that's the key. Because
Yes.
you get a chance here, a lifetime. Not everybody
Yes.
does. So
Not everybody does. And thank you, Tarifa, coming from that beautiful scene in the background of Hawaii.
I know. This is what brings me joy.
And it's not a wallpaper. It's actual, that beautiful scene. I love it.
So yeah, it's so simple. And I'm just going to show you.
Oh, absolutely gorgeous.
Right?
I love that view, girl. That's beautiful.
Just go out there, embrace what God has given you. Just be
Embrace
thankful
nature.
and live your life. Live your life to the full potential. Yeah. Love you, and love you guys for watching and hanging out with us today. And feel free to, get in touch with us if you, want to know more about the program or want to work on your mindset. We are here. We love to really take anybody that is ready and willing, for sure, because it does makes a difference.
It definitely does. And thank you so much for watching. And if you watch the replay, comment below #replay and comment what you liked best about what we were talking about. And if there's any topics that you would like us to discuss, feel free to comment below and let us know. But we are so happy to be here. And I foresee this moving forward to something bigger, Tarifa.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I know,
Books
right?
coming up.
We're putting out the energy. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. We wish
Yeah.
you so much love and happiness. And if you're dealing with certain emotions, feel free to comment below, reach out to us. If you want to know more about what we've been studying that helps shift our mindset and raise our vibration, feel free to connect with us. And saying this,
and and
Tarifa,
and share sorry, and share your little tips too. We love to hear your tips. Some of you gone through what we've gone through, or a different story. So
Yes.
it would be empowering for others who's watching, listening, reading the, looking at the posts. So any tips that you can share with us, we're so happy to have those tips, in the comment, and so others can, chime in and read it and makes a difference too. So,
Yes, thank you. Feel free to share this if you think this would resonate with others.
all right,
And this,
girlfriend, see you next week.
bye.
Love you.
Bye, everyone. Have a great week. Take care and God bless.
And
Mwah.
you are amazing. Remember that. All right, love you guys.
We are all. Bye, sweetie.